Hello, hello, people. How it's going, people? Are you guys there? Yeah, man. Sad. What is happening in the world of football? Anybody? Talk to me. My goodness. This is crazy. Okay. Okay, so I can see people already in the chat. I didn't really expect this. It's still night here. I'm still struggling to wake up, but I couldn't even sleep, man. So much to cover. So I was like, how can you really make a video about everything that's going on right now? It's impossible. So just let it go live and, say something. Give the people the voice. So honestly, this show is about you. You give your voice. If you don't want to talk, and then I have to go. Okay, so let me say hi to people. Thank you for being here. I didn't expect so many people already. I mean, this was just like a quick please, what is wrong? Izechi, I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm here, so I can learn something from you guys. Good afternoon, Mr. Iro. Iro Princess channel. Iro Princess channel, but okay, I don't know. Are you sorry, no offense. Are you a guy or a man? Because your profile picture here said that looks like a man picture, but princess, I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's. Hey, Mr. G. Oh, it's a disgrace. Yeah, man. Okay, Olamide, long time, brother. You missed me. You should have traveled, come and visit me. I disappeared for a month, and you never came to visit me. Really disappointed. Yeah. So many people are disappointed about the news. Good afternoon, Mr. Seku from Liberia, living in Kuwait, I think. Mr. Salam, I've been waiting for this live. Yeah, now come live and talk to us, okay? Come talk to us, comment. I'm not realizing what is going on. Yeah, I'm not too, like me. As you can say, I just made my coffee quickly. I'm still sleepy. I didn't sleep last night. I was live, and after the live, I couldn't sleep, just thinking, my mind all over the place. And then I went to sleep like for, I don't know, 1 hour or so. I woke up in the morning and like, oh, Jose Mourinho sacked. The special one is gone. I'm like, what is going on in the world of football? My goodness. I think my thing is discharged, so I have to charge it. Let me say hi to people. Okay. Classic CFC. Hey. Missed you. Okay, you missed me, but you never came to talk to us. So okay. Hey, my brother. Kat, how are you doing? Long time no see, brother. This brother here is supporting the channel. He's the member of the channel. If you want to be member of the channel and support me to get my coffee in the morning, please do so. Okay? 99 cents or whatever. Just support the channel if you can, man. My goodness, we have Herbert, my brother from India, Man United fan. He's in the chat. Let me just send some links so you can come and take over because I can't even hear myself. I need to charge my bit thing. I think it was discharged last night, so I can't really do anything. Let me just send you a link so you can just come and take over, so I can be able to charge my earphone or whatever it's called. Whew, football is dead. Football is dead. Okay, so if you want to come and talk, please do it, because I'm going to have to go for a few minutes. So somebody take over the channel, please. Herbert or somebody? Anybody there with some internet connection? Rest in peace. Herbert, my brother, talk to me.
Yeah, how you been? I couldn't join you the last live show. It was the 4 a.m. for me in the morning.
Yeah,
That's why I just yeah,
that was that. I can't blame you for that, man. No
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
What's going on, bro? How have you been?
So,
How is the family? Just tell me about the family first. Forget about this craziness here.
yeah, why it's okay. Why is this lockdown going on still? Another lockdown imposed in my where I live. So it's just and most importantly, we are having a virus which has mutated into an Indian version here. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just a bit mad here.
Ah, my.
Yeah.
So, I mean, talk to me, man. What do you think about all this craziness?
Well, I think there's lots been going on since let's last 36 hours. Definitely. I mean, I can't. I mean, I should. This day should have been a day of reflection on the last game for you, for you guys, the Brighton game, and for me, the Burnley game. But
Mm-hmm.
just this so much information that has been coming out, not just about the Super League, but this last past hour that Mourinho is sacked, and then now different players coming out and expressing their views. I mean, I just saw Ozil's views, and then Podolski and Ander Herrera, all of them tweeting about this European Super League. It's just a bit too much, too much to take as a football fan,
Too much.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because right now we are not supporters of United, Chelsea, City, Arsenal. We are football fan first, right? And
Yep.
what is happening of our beautiful game right now is just travesty. It's just money grabbing, Monsters taking the game to the mud. So it's just very unfortunate what's going on.
Yeah. So let me say hi to Amide from Nigeria. I have Alex from UK,
There
and
we go.
I also
Yeah,
have
good morning, bro. Good
CFC.
morning, brother.
Good morning, everybody. So, Alex and Herbert, can you take over for a little while? I need to charge my thing. It's
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
all
Yeah,
right.
sure, sure, sure.
Yeah, just I
Guys,
don't know what to say, man. I don't know. Just go ahead.
guys,
Yeah, I'll just ask Alex something because no, I'll just ask Alex something because I wanted to know that this Super League thing. I think the government is interfering with it. They're saying that they will stop from banning. Do you have like any news about that?
yeah, look, man, the people that the group that we have to go at and the fans have to go at, it's FIFA and UEFA. They are the people. They are the owners who, and they are the people that we have to go against. Not our teams, not anyone, because it's their fault that this is happening. They're allowing this to happen. They are allowing this to happen, and it's no wonder. Look,
Alex, you kind of low, bro.
sorry.
Alex, you kind of low, a little bit low. I don't know.
Right. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Wait, can
Yes.
you hear me? Um, was it? Did you guys hear what I just said before?
Yeah, mate, you're perfectly audible.
Oh, okay. No, look, man, we need to really give a look at UEFA and FIFA and them, because really, look, if you're a businessman as a club and they told you tomorrow, oh yeah, tomorrow you're gonna be earning more, you're gonna be earning at least over 300 or 400 million pounds for your
Mhm.
club, whilst UEFA and all and FIFA don't give you as much money because of a Champions League and the other teams, every club would do it, and it's UEFA's fault that this is happening, because they're allowing this for other things to happen. And what we need to see today is for the Super League. and UEFA come together and find a mean, find some type of agreement where things will work in a better way. Because at the end of the day, football is nothing without fans. Football is nothing without fans. Fans are the most integral part of football, and it's just wrong, man. Look, man. Some people look. I'm not overreacting. I think I've heard some people that overreacted. This, I'm gonna change team. I'm not gonna support this team anymore. I'm still gonna support Chelsea. Like, look, from a point of view, yes, brilliant. I'm gonna be playing the top teams in Europe for a very long time. Also, brilliant. We've always wanted this, and this was going to happen for the past 5-6 years. This was always in the plans.
Yeah.
So, look, it's just it's crazy. And with BT, Sky Sports, they won't be able to get rid of us. So there's no people getting worried. Oh, we won't get kicked out of the league. They're gonna remove us, or UEFA's gonna remove us. They're not going to. They can't afford it. If they remove big clubs from these types of competitions, those competitions will become nothing, and people will just watch the Europe league, the Europe League. So it's just it's crazy. And look, it's I feel sad because also in England here there's from the grassroots and those lower teams, and how we won't have any more historical Leicester. We won't have any more those teams where, like a Liverpool, where they didn't win a Premier League title for 30 years, and now they just won it last year. We won't have those kind of stories. Obviously, look, in saying that though, football has changed. People overreact in a way. Oh my God, now this is happening. This is bad for football. Football has been like this for the last 10, 20 years. Football changed very long time ago. Football is not about romance anymore. That left a very long time ago. And people have to realize now that football is changing, and business, and it's an important integral part of football. And I'm sorry, it's just it's crazy, man.
Yeah, you absolutely right, brother. Olamide, what is your reaction on this Super League? Because I heard that you are part of this decision. Talk to me. Olamide, can you hear us? No, he's gone. Olamide, we can't hear you, brother. He's struggling with his mic. Can you hear us, Olamide? Please fix your mic and come back to us. So, Herbert, brother, do you think now it's your time to spoil the market, because you're gonna have billions and billions in your bank? Now it's time to go and get Haaland.
Yeah. No. I think that's what they're going to do now. They'll, try to get, or they will obviously get this 420 million, which is promised on as joining bonus, right? And then each and every single club will be able to buy, like Haaland and Sancho and that level of players, and that will pique our interest into watching those teams. And then this Super League will become a new normal, which it shouldn't be, because it is, it is a diss on our history. It is the diss on every fan who has,
Yeah. Sorry, Herbert. I wanted to say hi to a brother, Max. Burton Bola. What's going on, bro? You at work?
What? I'm going on a walk. I'm going on my lunchtime walk, but I had to come on today because obviously this is big news.
Yeah.
And
talk to me.
Did you hear what I was saying about things?
Yeah, I just caught the tail end of what you're saying, Alex. Yeah. It's all about just greed. It's got nothing to do with football, and it's all to do with greed. Okay. And the thing is, this is what happened when the Champions League was formed. Because you may not have known about this, because I'm a history man, as you know.
Yeah.
And the way that the Champions League was formed was when Berlusconi, the AC Milan chairman, he felt that AC Milan had the divine right to be in Europeans' top competition every single season. So they wanted to form a breakaway league way back then. But then what happened? The Champions League came as a compromise, because it only used to be the top team who won the league who were involved in the then European Cup. But then that's why they added 4 teams from the top leagues to create the Champions League. So these guys are not content with the money that they're getting, so they want even more money from the game. Okay, it's fair enough as well, because Europe, lots of money is generated from the Champions League, and UEFA get a lot of that money, and so the clubs are the ones who make the Champions League. So maybe they should get a bit more of the pot, but to create this so-called Super League where there's no promotion or relegation, for me, is a total nonsense. Because sport is based on competition, isn't it? It's based on competition. If there's no competition, what is the point?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to see teams, if you're rubbish, you're not good enough, you're out. What's all this nonsense with the likes of Arsenal getting in? My son's happy. Elijah, Arsenal supporter. Why is he happy? Because his team can finish 9th or 10th, but they're going to be included in the Super League. How is that fair? How's that fair for like Leicester and West Ham? You're rewarding failure.
Yeah.
How many leagues of Tottenham or Arsenal won in Europe? None.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Now look,
so
this
not
is
enough Forest to be in it.
I can tell you, I can assure you, the Americans owners are, the one that came up with this idea. This is exactly what they're doing here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a money train, and that's it. So don't say it's the best teams; it's the richest teams. They want the richest teams want to get richer.
But you see, Max. You know what I would say to that? Like, I think this was happening now. In a way, is good, but the best way to fix it was the only thing I don't agree with it is that yes, brilliant. We're gonna be the top clubs in the world in this moment in time are going to be facing each other every week, and for football in general, for those football fans, is incredible. Everyone for years people wanted to always face more of the top teams, and people say, oh, I have to play this team I don't really want to watch. If you watch big games, yes, brilliant, and for entertaining in football is brilliant. But the only other thing that I'm not happy is you can't get relegated. There won't be any more.
Yeah.
There'll be no. And the thing is, this goes on after 5-6 months or after 2-3 years. It'll be dead.
It'll be boring. It's boring.
It'll be boring.
Yeah.
Because it'll get to a point where I've played Real Madrid or Barcelona so many times. That,
so what? You've seen it.
You know what I mean? Like when you go Champions League, you don't play those teams. For example, us, we've never played Real Madrid. The Champions League. This is the first time ever that we have Real Madrid in the semi-finals.
Exactly.
And there's an excitement about that. If we play them every week or every 2-3 weeks for the next 2-3 years, it will turn into a point where it'll just be a game of football, not a
nothing special.
Two teams. There'll be nothing special. And the other thing is the teams like Leicester and the West Hams who are doing well this season, there won't be where look, they should assess it where they can do, the last 2 years, for example, Arsenal are in it, but their points in this league have been poor. So they should leave, and then a new team should come. It shouldn't just be like, these 6 teams are in it. You can't go out. So perfect. There will be no sense of competition. Like you like Arsenal. Look, no matter what, all these teams will still be in the Premier League because Premier League will be nothing without these teams, and that's a fact. Like BT, Sky Sports, literally everything will be screwed. So I'm scared now because imagine this goes on. Maybe Chelsea and Arsenal and all these Man United, Liverpool's, Man Cities, and Tottenham's, they could earn so much money from this that they could actually then make the Premier League their League 2. They could make their Premier League their B team, or because they have so much money. So then they have a new manager for that team, and then the actual strongest team will be against a Super League. And the only other thing is I think this could work, but it should have where if you've had a poor season, you should have another team that comes into it.
So Mark, tell us what do you think? Are you gonna still be a Chelsea fan If we
Chelsea is in my Chelsea is in my DNA.
Yeah.
Things happen, so I can't walk away from the club that I love. Yeah, I'm not happy with what's happening, but I won't say if this happens, then I've washed my hands off Chelsea Football Club
But
altogether.
yeah, Max, I'm the same. I'm the same. And, like this thing is that I'm not surprised though that all these teams are leaving, because the respect that they got from FIFA and UEFA it's been poor.
Yeah, that's what I said before. Yeah,
are the people they should be blamed for. It's not the teams.
Yeah.
Man U, Chelsea's, Liverpool's, and all these other teams. All right, there is some bad thing about it, the owners and wanted to get money, but at the same time, UEFA and FIFA are the people they should be blamed for, because the respect that they gave to these clubs has been bad. It's been so crap. So, look, I'm not surprised that they're leaving. They're just saying, screw you, I'm going to go make some more money and get more appreciated for my club and who they are, and for us to play against in the top teams. Yes, it's selfish, but at the same time, they want more respect. And
I said that earlier. The UEFA and FIFA are lining their pockets because they make the money that is made is not what's divided out for the clubs. Because if you look at the amount of money UEFA and FIFA have got, they've got obscene amounts of money. So if they give these bigger clubs, because at the end of the day, it's the Real Madrid, the Chelsea's, the Barcelonas, the Bayern Munichs. These are the teams that the fans want to watch. They don't want to, with all respect to the likes of Ludogorets and Slavia Prague and people like that. Are they really interested in those teams? Probably not.
No.
So the bigger clubs have to.
How autonomous in this thing, man?
I know. I don't understand that.
How is Tottenham in this, man? Oh my God.
Olamide, if you wanna jump and talk to us, Herbert, this is we just jumping all over the place, man. Olamide, can you hear us?
Yeah. I can hear. Just that I don't want to interrupt people. That is why I have to just listen and understand the content.
This is football, man. This is football. Don't be too polite. Just jump.
You see about the what Super League, something I feel so bad when I heard something like that, because to me, first of all, when is it going to be played? Is it during the season?
August.
It'll be midweek. It'll be midweek. It'll be taken over from the Champions League.
Yeah, Olamide, you having some issue with your
to mic? Me, I think
you have some issues with your mic. Herbert, Man United fan, what are you gonna do now? All in.
Yeah, I don't think that's the conversation right now to be had, because whatever the manager is, it's like he's powerless as well, because that's the club decision. And someone was asking, like, why is Tottenham inside? I think Tottenham is there because they have the best stadium in the country, and it's around £1 billion. So that's the only reason they are in it. And again, as I said, like, obviously I won't support any other club or but I just don't feel the same emotion right now as I feel, because it's exciting to, like a league which has all the big clubs, but facing all these big clubs, Madrid and Barca and every other week, it's not the same excitement, because in 2 weeks we are facing Leeds United. That's the biggest rival. We are facing them in 16 years at Ellen Road. That's a big emotion for me, right? Because I've never seen that match. So I was very excited for that. Now that part of you, fan and emotion, where you just watch your team play against your bigger rivals. And as someone was saying, these teams which you're supposed to earn the right to play Champions League, right? You just earn the right to play a semi-final against Real Madrid. Then Liverpool won it in 05, beating AC Milan. We won it in 08. You have to earn that. Now we are going into a league where there is no promotion, there is no relegation. It's a bit, very American way of, looking at things, right? It's just result based, nothing emotions, and that's not a football game.
Yeah, Max.
And going back to that, because obviously Americans, it's all about franchises, isn't it? And if we're not careful, it's going to become a franchise again. So what can happen later is Liverpool can move out of Liverpool and somewhere else, because that's what they do tend to happen in American sport. So let's be careful what we wish for, because obviously they haven't got the fans at heart when they're making this decision. And so it's quite fun actually, because Liverpool are meant to, as Gary Neville said earlier today, Liverpool famed themselves as being the club for the supporters. But yet, the people who matter, who are the supporters, haven't been consulted in this. When I saw it yesterday, I thought it was some sort of joke.
They walk alone this time.
Yeah.
They walk alone.
Yeah, yeah. So we are the ones that they have to realise, without fans and without people buying into it, they won't be getting the money.
Yeah.
You know? So if they
it's a ridiculous
separate...
thing. Sorry, it's a ridiculous thing that for them to do it now at this point of the season. Like do it in the summer. Like
it's bad timing as well. Yeah, terrible.
What are we gonna do now, Max? What can we do in our level? What can we do now?
Well, I'm hearing that Liverpool supporters, because obviously if they're going to be coming back into the stadium, I heard that they're going to boycott their first match. I'm not sure if it's going to be one match or two matches. And just to say, so their discontent. Sorry. It's hard. What could we do? Everyone has to stand together on this, basically. If some stand and some don't, then it's not going to be effective. So everyone has to make it known, voice it to the club, whether it be like social media platforms such as this, or commenting on YouTube or on the club website that they are not happy about this.
Yeah. I heard that Chelsea just left like a European Association, something like that. They just left, I don't know, UEFA or some kind of association. But I'm not sure about it. I need to.
Isn't it also crazy how, like, Jose Mourinho has been sacked today, but that is not the top story of the day, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
That's not even been talked about, but because this is such a big thing, and it's just like people haven't forgotten that he's been sacked. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think that story was definitely a story put out just to deflect some focus of this big story of the Super League.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, I mean, and one more thing is that have you seen, like, there's not a single player who is involved in the Super League have come out and said anything, because Premier League and FIFA and UEFA have categorically said that these players will not be allowed to play in any of the international competitions. So, like the upcoming Euros and the FIFA next year. So, what happens then with that?
You know, them saying that, it's still not gonna happen. They still would want them to play. They just saying that just to scare people off. Like, look, so what? So you're saying that all the best players in the world won't play in the World Cup? They will have to play. They are gonna play. They need them. Look, no people won't be televised. Look, let's say the new Messi or the new Ronaldo. Like, for example, who's in the upcoming player? Like, I don't know,
Felix or someone like that.
Okay, for example, Haaland or Mbappe. You know, if you're a French supporter for France and you have all these world-class players for France that play for your country, and you go to the World Cup and they're not playing in the World Cup anymore. I guess I still want to follow my country, but I might not televise anymore. I might not go and watch the World Cup as much anymore because there isn't as many bigger players and stuff. And look, they're still going.
But they can all join PSG or Bayern Munich.
Yeah, like it's just ridiculous.
Well, you know, PSG are going to join at some point.
No,
the problem now is that Qatar organized the FIFA World Cup next year, so they don't want to they don't want to
rock the boat for now. Yeah,
but you know,
they don't want to pronounce, but they're already in the thing.
Like, I heard news that thing is with Chelsea, Man City, they didn't really have to join this, but I feel like they're joining it because apparently they said they might, they don't want to miss out. So
that's right. They were kind of forced to join.
They don't actually have to join it.
Yeah.
It's only just because they just feel like they may miss out on it. That's why they're joining it. They're not joining it for any other reason. Because really, I think that's Man City and Chelsea are the only two clubs in the world in this moment in time where they've made profit. Both teams have made profit during the COVID time. and they're the two only clubs who at the moment are be able to stand up and actually. I'm quite embarrassed our club, man. Like, you know, I would have thought. Look, I understand why they did it, but at the same time, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just not right.
Yeah, but Alex, I say what you're saying before, where it's not a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea if they revamped the Champions League and had this league that they're talking about. That's fine. But still, I just want it based on performances rather than money. That's my big issue. You know, I don't want it to be 12 teams have to stay in it no matter what.
They have revamped the Champions League. They have revamped the Champions League into 32 teams. I mean, from 2024.
Yeah, they're going to add to it. Yeah.
Football's about competition and going and winning something. It's all about winning and in football, it's all about stories. You know, like as fans, we love seeing Arsenal failing, but then there's like stories and there's ways of going to the highest of your teams and doing. And reaching the trophies and winning trophies, and then there's also the low points in people's career, in people's football history, and there won't be any of that anymore. Like there won't be any of that, and there'll be no sense of winning something or earning. Football, in general, sport is all about earning something. There'll be no earn. So like
the thing is, good point.
Arsenal could finish 10th now. And they'll say, "Oh, don't worry, it's no problem. I don't really care. I don't really have to finish fourth. I'm still going to be in the Super League." And it's just like it's crazy. And you know, I'm scared. You know, but imagine Arsenal and even Tottenham, they could relegate from the Premier League because they just think, "Oh, it's fine. I'm making my money." Like Kroenke, for example, for Arsenal, he will say, "Oh, look, I'm making £300 or £400 million of revenue a year now, so I don't have to make Champions League football. I could just not care." It's just it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
And this is another point. We're all captivated at the moment because we're on as Chelsea supporters. We're all on tender hooks. Why? Because there's a race for the top four. There's about 14 in it now. I'll say Tottenham are out of it now after yesterday's result, but Chelsea, West Ham, Liverpool and Leicester are all fighting for the last two spots. And that's what keeps us going as fans, you know, looking out for those matches. Now, if I say, okay, we can lose tomorrow against Brighton, it doesn't bother me. Or we can lose against Leicester, because we're still going to be in the Super League regardless. For me, where's the enjoyment in that?
No. No. Do you think that this is going to? I know if we boycott stadiums, do you think it's gonna be like a pay-per-view kind of shows, like only on TV? You have to buy your pass and watch the game or something.
It can, and it can happen. I think you know, it's bad because now as fans you would have to always travel, and there won't be any more of those things. Like what's gonna happen to those fans? You know. I know there's this Man United have this. I think it's called the Red Devils or something. There's like, what's going to happen to those? What's going to happen to those members of? They're part of a community of a Man United, of a Chelsea, who travel to away games and created this little business and this community of people going to games, leaving to games. They won't be able to do that anymore because of money, of funds. Having to go travel, people are working. People have besides football.
Max is working. Just ask Max to pay his tickets, go to France,
like you can't
watch the game, come the same day, and then go to work in the morning.
They don't care about fans, and it's just sad.
It's nonsense.
Care about fans. They really don't, because even if UEFA, they could change. I don't know. I remember like sometimes they would change a game. You know, so imagine if an American guy or a guy from any country comes to watch a game in England, or for Champions League, they'll change the date. So actually, instead of doing a Saturday, I'm going to move to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But then that flies on a Monday morning, so they won't be able to come down. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, like the ways how it's going to work, man. Look, it's not. Look,
and you know what else is going to happen? Yeah. You know what else is going to happen as well? Which this is what I predict, because it's been muted many times. And because of the Super League, you're going to have matches played in different countries as well. So it wouldn't just be at the home grounds. There's going to be matches in Asia, in America, all throughout the world as well. That's the next thing. And the other thing I could predict happening is, because it's sort of American kind of motivated, is 4 halves of football. Because they were talking about that during the World Cup where it was held in America. And I can see that. The reason why, advertising, more money. So don't be surprised if they change the rules to have 4 quarters, similar to American sports.
Yeah, I think the final of the Super League is going to be like in America somewhere in a 150,000 stadium, sold out and all that. It's going to be a bidding, like a bidding war. Who is going to host the next Super League, whatever it's going to be called? You know, fine. They're gonna make it a mini tournament, and then they're gonna sell all kind of venues all over the world. Maybe Maracana, or let's say Saudi Arabia. But I don't know. It's gonna be a mess. It's not gonna be football anymore. You know?
Yeah. Money, money, money.
Yeah. Lone Wolf. Wolf, are you there? You are. Unmute yourself, Mr. Wolf. You wanna talk? If you wanna talk, please unmute yourself, Mr. Wolf. Are you there? You still there? Wolf? Lone Wolf? No? Unmute. No, so he's gone. So Max, you going back to work?
Yeah, I'm just doing my walk. I've just done 2 kilometers while I've been talking with you on my watch, 25 minutes. So I'm going to be with you for about another 5 minutes until I get to the shops. Yeah.
So talk to us. What do you think about Jose Mourinho? He's done, right? Jose
Mourinho. It was always going to happen like that. I tweeted that. I said it's 3 years. Hicks has been cut by half this time, because it's only 1.5 years rather than 3 years. Jose Mourinho is one of these managers who, if you're not winning football, playing his style of football, then the fans will soon get fed up with you. You know, it only works, this pragmatic style now, if you're successful. His thing, I don't understand why he wasn't playing the likes of Gareth Bale more often. The best time they looked the best when they played Burnley that time. Gareth Bale was outstanding. And if a fit Bale, a fit Son, and a fit Kane, it's probably in the top 2 or 3 for when you're talking about an attacking force. And his reluctance to play Gareth Bale when he got fit, I think, was one of his downfalls. He likes players like, is it Bergwijn, who work back, who likes to track back a lot. And it's quite funny actually, because when he came to Tottenham, he said it changed, and he had a new coaching staff and everything else. But we all know a leopard can't change his spots. So pragmatism was his style of management, and as I said, unless he wasn't getting the results, the desired results, then it was always going to be a disaster. Yeah. So, and someone made a good point as well on Twitter, as I was looking at earlier. His style now suits international football. Yeah. Not league football, because international football, he can work with those players in a competition style, knockout style, and for 8 or 9 games, he can get them to become a winning nation, whoever he takes over from. So I think, forget club football now and move into the international arena. That will suit him. Yeah. So he might take Portugal after the Euros. Right? Yeah. Or even England. You never know. Jose Mourinho in England. That'd be fun. It's gonna meet Luke Shaw. Imagine Jose Mourinho with Luke. But you say Luke Shaw, but look at Luke Shaw now. Yeah, look at Luke Shaw. Exactly. Luke Shaw under Solskjaer, sometimes we knock Solskjaer on the wheel and all that sort of stuff. But Pogba's come out and said it, how he's been managed better now, playing under him. Solskjaer, yeah. Shaw,
you know, Max,
has improved.
you know what I would say to Jose Mourinho though? I think football in a way has changed. You know, management, the way the treatment of players have a bigger say now.
Yeah.
10 years ago, Jose Mourinho used to still get on players, but things back then weren't the same. You know, I think obviously I think he worked with bigger. Nowadays we see players get, you know, oh, I'm getting criticized. Oh, I'm gonna do my own show and start playing badly. You know, before the likes of, for example, the likes of Lampard, he was the one player where he was like, if I'm getting criticized, I'm gonna improve of what he's saying that, and I'm gonna show that I am better than what he is saying. So I think football has changed in that way, and players mentality and the players' kind of power has changed, and I think it is unfortunate for Mourinho, but he is getting a bit disrespected for me, to be honest. I do still think that he has been a bit disrespected in some ways, but at the same time, look, I saw it coming myself. But I'm quite shocked though that they sacked him just before the cup, you know, because I still think, you know what I mean, Mourinho and his cups,
they can still do a job against Manchester City, and I agree with you there, Alex, as well. Yeah. Because it's especially with social media as well, where players can always go to social media and voice their concerns and things. It's just, football management has got a lot harder. He's still an old school type of manager. So what used to work back in the day doesn't work for these players anymore. I think we tried to get hard with Paul Pogba, and that kind of backfired with him, with the Pogba situation. And the other thing with the Pogba situation as well is, Jose likes to work with big players, doesn't he? Pogba played his best for Manchester United, and you're seeing it now, where he operates on the left in a free role, where he can come and do his own thing. Jose Mourinho started playing him on that left for a while, and they started to get results. But then, a big name in Sanchez came available from Arsenal. He brought him in, and he moved Pogba back to playing one of the pivot roles, which doesn't suit him. He's not disciplined enough, and that kind of messed up Manchester United's formation, and it dented what Pogba's good at. So sometimes I think you don't need to go out and get those superstars. If you know, he just went and bought him because he was available, and those are the sort of players he likes to work with. He likes to work with already established players, and just to make them a little bit better. So when he's working with younger players, I think that's where he gets the issue from.
He doesn't have the passion. He doesn't have the patience to deal with the young generation. No. You know, and
he can work with the psychology of like the Frank Lampard and John Terry's players who are kind of nearly established themselves. He can get to that point with his psychology. But as I said, he tried it with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, didn't he?
Yeah,
when he was being really harsh with Loftus-Cheek after some good performances. He tried that with Paul Pogba, with Luke Shaw, with other players, but that sort of style doesn't work anymore. You know, with this new generation of players.
Max, you know, I do still think Jose Mourinho though, like he went to the wrong club. You know, like Tottenham were never going to give him what he really wanted, and Tottenham weren't the club for him to go to succeed.
Well, I think Mourinho went to force himself that position because they have a great team. The team that finished in the the Champions League final. So he was happy. Did you watch his first press conference? He was like, I don't need any player. I have great players here. We're gonna win something. But he underestimated the work that he needed to do with those players. You know.
Yeah. No, I agree. And look, I do still think Tottenham. Look, we don't really care about Tottenham, but like, you know what I mean, that their mentality of players is so bad, and I think we do still have to look at the fact that maybe Mourinho he's too big of a manager for them, and some of these players just the mentality is not there. You know, like I do still have this feeling where like I think Mourinho just look. People are saying, "Oh, poor Mourinho." Mourinho's celebrating. He's at home, probably having a nice bowl of champagne.
Is he getting 19 million pounds apparently?
What? 19 million?
19 million apparently.
90, how much? 19.
Wow.
19. 19 million.
19 million in his
Yeah.
pocket, enjoying himself, seeing everyone failing with a cup, with a this, with a that. He's enjoying life. He loves it. He did it on purpose. He knows, like, he doesn't care. He doesn't give two, because at the same time, he still knows he's one of the biggest managers in the world. He still doesn't care. That's his mentality.
Herbert, do you think Mourinho is celebrating with a cup of coffee right now?
I think he still hasn't cashed in his United severance pay, let alone this 19 million he's getting right now.
I think he's still got his Chelsea money as well, I think.
Yeah. I'm personally a bit surprised that they didn't give him the cup final, because if you want someone to win you a cup and you are the underdog,
Mourinho is your guy.
You will pick Mourinho, right, in a one-off game. So it was a bit surprised. But again, as everyone has mentioned, that he is like, it's past those times of, Balaks, SCN, and, Cambiasos, those kinds of players, Terrys and Cavallios, that you can, just say them and, like do this, do that. It's not that kind of age that, players will take some offense. So, but I am not surprised that Mourinho is sacked. I think his next best stop is to go and manage a country. Maybe, who knows? Maybe England.
Max want to say something. You want to go, Max?
Yeah, I'm going to go in a minute. Yeah, I'm just at the shop now. So, coming on. I thought I had to come on because of this big subject. That
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
And I just really hope. I hope Money doesn't win.
Yeah,
I hope Money's a loser in this case. Because
everybody, go subscribe to the Burton Bowlers. My brother, great channel. He's very quiet. He's not like me. I'm a crazy one. He's very quiet. He's going to bring you to the logic and common sense. But me, I go crazy sometimes. Burton Bowlers. Yeah. Everybody goes.
Thanks for having me on. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Take care.
Brother, and we have our brother from Switzerland, right?
Yeah, Shabex, how are you?
Shabex, how are you doing?
Do you speak French?
Yes, sir. Comment ça va?
Ça va. I see you say go to hell Super League. You're not very happy, right?
No.
Can I give you another opinion? What I actually think is a good thing, because I've been waiting for this for 10 years, more than 10 years,
Okay.
I think there's 2 or 3 billion people in the world who love football. So why should England or a few European countries control all football? I think it's unfair. I think they need to open up, and I think I think the plan is in 1 or 2 years they're going to rename it the World Super League. They're going to add 1 team from India, 1 team from China, 1 team from Africa, 1 team from South America, and 1 or 2 teams from US. And they're gonna make it a global thing. And the matches don't need to be only in the team's home stadiums. They could be playing anywhere. Shanghai can say, hey, we'll give you I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars if you come and play a few matches, like Chelsea, FC Barcelona in Shanghai. And the stadium is gonna be full, 100,000 people. And why keep football? Like, who's interested in watch? I'm not going to be I don't know if some of you guys are in the UK, but like Burnley or Fulham, or I don't know what those teams are called, right? I mean, I'm not saying they're bad or anything. I'm just saying I think they could have a Super League B and a Super League C and a Super League D, and just have, the flights are so cheap, especially now, like on the airplanes, nobody's flying. They could fly the team anywhere in Europe to play the games. Why do they only have to fly a few teams that qualify to the Champions League? How about all the smaller teams? They can also play against Marseille or against Nice or against, they can they should be mixing up and actually flying, for example, to Africa, play some matches, like fly to India, fly to Korea. Why not? It costs like $500 to fly 1 player, and it takes like 10 hours. They can be on the other side of the world. I think it needs to be more democratic, and all these fans around the world, they're not. And for example, Chelsea has 100 million fans, right? Why not let those 100 million fans enjoy the team, where they are? Like maybe.
Do you think that they are not enjoying right now? Like the Premier League, for example, is the most watched league in the world. I think it's kind of global already. It looks like the rich people want to make more money rather than helping
You know, like I really hate capitalism normally, right? But sometimes it does offer some kind of innovation that could be actually positive. But of course, it's a crazy thing what they're doing.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, imagine this: every week they're gonna be like huge matches, and they're not just gonna be like friendlies or anything. You know, like even Champions League right now. Of course, they get to play each other, but usually it's only in the quarterfinal and the semifinal. So it's like 5 or 6 or 10 matches per year. Now it could be 10 matches every week that are on that kind of like level, you know?
Do you think that this is going to be like boring? It's not going to be special anymore, you know? Like,
I don't
you
think,
know, because you want to play
it's
Leo
possible.
Messi like once a year, you know? It's special. It's going to be like nothing.
You
Don't
know,
you
like
think so?
I think the thinking is football was designed in 1898 by some English people. I mean, there's a movie you can watch and stuff. And back then they were traveling around on horses. So of course you have to play locally, and you can't imagine going to France and play a match. It was like pretty much impossible. It would take a month to go there and come back. So that's why they had the World Cup every 4 years. So why can't we just upgrade things and make things like more modern right now? And people need to play all the time, not only every 4 years. I think it should be the World Super League all the time, just all the time.
You know what? I appreciate your point of view, because I haven't found somebody who challenged my idea of kicking off, you know, the Super League thing. But good idea, you know. This is democracy. We have to just talk, you know.
Of course, I think if the teams suck and don't win the matches, they should get kicked out, and another team should take the spot. And you know, like there should be some kind of way to relegate teams and get in and out and stuff. But maybe this is just going to be the first year like this, and then next year and the year after they're gonna, you know, like modify it or something like that.
Do you think the founder member are going to accept to get kicked or get you know, go down, because they founded the organization? And then they have the privilege to do whatever they want? Or let's say drug test, for example. If somebody tested positive to some drugs, they're gonna hide that because I'm telling you, it's serious, brother. Because you know, you don't want to expose your brother, right? You got my back. You got my back.
Of course, but you have to consider also another thing that's a little bit crazy. When I look at the numbers, like I'm from Switzerland, right? And the teams over there are, I think the football in Switzerland is great, but they're like peanuts compared to UK, because the budgets are so much smaller. There's so little money anywhere else. And when you look at a team like Geneva, they went bankrupt because they were minus 1 million like dollars, right? And you look at Manchester United, Chelsea. Manchester United has minus 500 million. That was before Corona. So, you know, like these banks just tell them, just continue. We don't care if you're in a minus. That was before Corona. Imagine how crazy it is now with Corona. It's like they're in a minus of billions, you know? So, of course, it's crazy, but this might actually save football, you know, because the system right now is like completely it doesn't work. So the next stage was maybe to like reduce salaries on all the players. So I don't know, some kind of thing like that. I'm not sure they would agree. Have you heard about them reducing salaries during Corona? I don't know, but
no, but now they're getting rich. It looks like this is going to be super rich, that players are going to get maybe 10 times more money, and nobody is going to control how much they pay them. Anybody, if you have a question for our brother, Mr. Shabak from Switzerland, and please, you can jump and ask him a question. Just keep it respectful. This is democracy. Even if you don't, you know, you have to respect people's opinion. Alex, do you have a question?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I don't really have any more questions. I was kind of just listening in, and there's some points I agree on, some other points I don't agree on. But I guess it's like I'm not opinionated to it. I'm not against it, but at the same time, there's a lot of problems, and I'm not happy with the problems. Like, look, as fans, sometimes you can be hypocritical and say, oh, you know, like, yes, if you support, I don't know if you can relate, but like, let's say people support, we're supporting Chelsea, supporting the big clubs, and people won't care about these other teams, like the likes of Fulham's and the likes of Aston Villa's, likes of Leicester, likes of West Ham's. And just for me, it's just the problem with this whole Super League for me is what was coming back when I was talking with Max is football is about winning and earning the right to win something, right? That will go away. There will be no sense of earning something that you've done as a team and build something special. That will go. Yes, we all know that romance in football left a very long time ago, and it has, and it's just sad to see. And look, I think the people who we have to blame is FIFA and UEFA, and I keep saying this, and I said this before. They're the people. They're the people that are causing this. Not our clubs, not our not the Europe like the
Super League thing.
Super League, yeah. It's them that they have to take the blame for because they're letting this play out. And
how they did it play out because they are protesting against it anyway.
Yes, but they're still but the reason why is because they were still allowing this to happen. They could have said, okay, no, we're gonna close this. We can't accept this. The other problem is that they didn't respect the deals that they had with clubs.
Yeah,
they didn't respect with the likes of Man United, the likes of Liverpool, like the Chelsea's, like the Arsenal's, Man City's, and whatsoever. The respect between those two associations wasn't good. It has never been good because of the amount of. It's all about money. Look, guys, at the end of the day.
Okay, so brother, do you your technology channel? Can you put the link in the chat?
Yeah, as this Charbacks on YouTube.
Charbak, can you just
put the link?
You just copy the link and put there because I would like to watch your videos every single day, man. And thank you for being here. And I have another channel with almost 100,000 people, so cool. I'm gonna try to put your links. And
YouTube is awesome,
Yeah.
YouTube is cool. But about what you were just saying, I think that the main thing I would like to see more of is the international aspect of this. Like I don't really like that there's all these national leagues. I mean, of course, national leagues are fine. I mean, I'm not saying we should stop national leagues. I'm just saying the focus should be more on international, like matches. And why not have a League A? And let's say the founders are in the League A in the beginning, but they should be able to lose out of that eventually. But let's say in the first year they don't even consider that aspect, but it's going to be an aspect eventually. And I think there will be some teams that can qualify. So there should be, they're already saying there'll be 5 teams that could qualify. So it's not much different from the Champions League. It's always the top 12 plus 3 or 4 random lucky ones that join in. Like once every couple of years, there's Basel in Switzerland that maybe comes and does a few things there. But they usually never get. I mean, they could get further, but the chances are so little there. So I'd like to see more international, and I'd like to see it bigger than Europe. So that's also something I think they should consider doing it the World League, having one team from China, one team from India join, a couple teams from the US, South American team join. Like, and then if these teams, like let's say India. It's 1.5 billion people. They could actually pay some players. They could have a really good team if they had a place to play that was outside just the national league in India. It's so. I mean, I haven't watched the matches, but I'm just thinking there's no point in them investing $500 million on players if they're just playing Mumbai against Delhi.
But you know, sorry, you know what I would say to that though.
We have sorry, Alex. Yeah. We have Herbert from India. He's a Man United fan. Herbert, do you have anything to say about what our brother?
I was just listening to him and just made credit to.
Please subscribe to his channel. I just did it. Great channel, man. Great channel. Everybody go there and give him a sub and watch technology. This guy is awesome. Okay, everybody go there and subscribe, please. Yeah, go ahead, Herbert.
Yeah, I think I was listening to him. I mean, credit to finding any sorts of positive around this Super League thing. But problem with my country is that we don't have particularly an infrastructure problem because we have a stadium which is bigger than the Camp Nou. So the problem is that the investment which is not going into it. So suppose like a team from Delhi or Mumbai is trying to play like someone from Africa, right? More often than not, that's going to be, from my perspective, it's going to be a one-sided game. So obviously, most of us will not watch. I mean, we'll watch it for the fact that we are patriotic and all that, but it's not going to be interesting, right? Because even in the under-17 World Cup, we lost our first game to Ghana, and it was like 4 or 5-0. So it's just a big difference in culture and like the investment which goes in. And but there is a possible solution to this, as he was saying, right? Like some teams need to be relegated and some needs to come in. I think UEFA was trying to something like that in using that conference league, right? So suppose whoever does not make the Europa, like suppose the Leeds and all those teams, they'll get into playing into the conference league, from which they can go into the Europa and then eventually to the Champions League, which I found like a better solution. But this is just a money grabbing league and trying to use us fans as a just to make more
So
money.
how many huge stadiums are there in India, for example, bigger than the Camp Nou and stuff?
No, the bigger than Camp Nou is there's only one in Kolkata. But again, there are lots of bigger stadiums at the capacity of 20,000-25,000. But the problem is that the investment is not going in from the grassroots level to make football a big
But I think the reason the investment is not going anywhere else than Europe is because, like, for example, the US they love football, but they don't really get the challenge like we get in Europe. So, for example, to qualify to the World Cup for them is so easy because they just have to play a few Caribbean teams. And of course, they'll qualify. And there's only Mexico and the US in their group or whatever. So they don't really get any challenge. But what if one or two teams from the US, maybe they'd have to pay the ticket, let's say. They will have to pay $1 billion to the league and say, for 3 years, we have one team from Miami and one team from Los Angeles. Suddenly, they can use the budget to buy players from wherever they want. And they can maybe have a chance of beating FC Barcelona. Who knows? I mean, why not? There's so many other players than the 11 that are selected in Barcelona. There's like so many other players in Brazil or Argentina or wherever. They're playing in smaller teams in Europe right now, but they could be, they should open it up, I think. And for example, the stadiums in India, they could be paying to have the match be played there. You could have Chelsea against Barcelona in the Super League played in Mumbai. And the stadium will be full, and it would not be like a friendly match. It would be actually part of the Super League, and they could do the same thing in Shanghai.
Sharbax, the only thing I would say though is that yes, that would be good and for football in general, and it could it can give more exposure to other fans and around the world. But at the same time, wasn't football always created about supporting your team from the community and the country and the town that you grew up in? And as a fan of supporting your local club or the club the area you grew up in, to go to their stadium and travel and because look, yes, football is an integral part of people's lives, but at the same time, football's not the number one thing. People have jobs, people have families. People will stop caring as much for football because they would have to always travel to go and watch their team. And and money plays a big part in it. Like, not everyone will be able to go. And I think it might take out the more passion of football, like these lower league teams. Like, there'll be.
Alex.
I'm just putting my shoes. I'm just putting my shoes to the place of teams who are lower or are not as high.
Yeah, I completely understand that, Alex. Let me say hi to DJ Sev. Is in the house already. DJ, hi.
Big up, guys.
So we have.
How are you doing? You good?
We're doing good. As we're trying to be good here, and we have our brother here, Sharbax. He get a great channel, tech channel. So he's different. He got a different point of view when it comes to. So if you have a question, you can ask him. Great guy, and go subscribe to his channel.
We'll do.
Yeah,
we'll do.
All right.
I don't know what to start. I don't know where to start, really, guys.
We don't know.
Wait, DJ, have you been listening on? Like, how long have you been listening?
Bro, I've just come on. One of the subscribers, Steve Chelsea, told me about him. Big up to him, bro. I didn't know Green Turf was live until I got his message. But I don't know what's been said.
Anything, man. You wanna talk about Jose Mourinho, your country, your parent country guy?
well, our parent country.
DJ was like me and Max before we're on. Yeah, we were just ranting. We were ranting.
We were ranting. Yeah, we're talking about everything you wanna talk, man.
Well, Porto officially said they're not going to be going ahead with this, which is good, at least for them. They're not going to officially. The President Pina da Costa come out and said that we are not going to be going with the Super League. We want to be in the Champions League, and that's where we want to remain. So that is good on that
DJ,
side.
Sorry, you know what I would say to that though? They haven't said they will never do it.
Correct.
They just says
Correct.
Now. They just said, oh yes, we're gonna review it. We're not gonna accept it now. In the next 2-3 weeks or the next 2-3 months, then we'll assess how this thing goes. They never said that we will never go. And you know, it's just an interesting thing because I do still think like the likes of PSG, I can accept it because they're owned by Qatar owners and Qatar, the world, and the whole thing. I understand that, but Bayern Munich, the Dortmunds, and look, man, like I think they're just keeping it safe now, but
yeah, they're gonna join at some point, man. Money talk.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say I can understand. I don't know where to say if it's a good prospect. To be honest, I'm trying to look at from both sides of the story, and at the moment, everything is just so negative about this whole thing. I mean, I like the way things are at the moment. I prefer us doing things the right way. Now there's a possibility now that we might not even be in the Champions League now because of this whole stupid situation. The chance of winning the Champions League this year is now gone because there's talk that they've now put this on hold for the time being. So it's really, to me as a fan. I mean, looking in as a fan, and I understand there's a protest at Stamford Bridge today as well. Apparently, fans are going to be doing a protest today. I don't know what time it is at. But I understand there's going to be some kind of a protest there. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen there, man. I, for one, don't agree with it. I think it's just more money for the game, for the club. We as a club, I don't understand why we need it. We have Roman. Why we need it, I don't know.
Roman want his money back.
That's the thing. That's the problem. And that's the thing, is it just makes us look so really, I don't know. I'm just so annoyed. I'm just pissed off with it at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm not happy about it at all. Really am not. Sorry to use that terminology, but I'm not.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Mr. Chauba.
So I was in London trying to get a ticket to the Chelsea match once. And there was a guy trying to sell a ticket for like £250 outside the stadium, right? And pretty much impossible. It was impossible. I don't know. Have you been able to go in the stadium? You guys?
DJ is a ticket holder.
I'm a season ticket holder at Stamford Bridge. I go all their games.
Same as me.
Alex goes as well. Okay, that's awesome, right? But it's really hard for anyone else. The stadium is not that big.
Yeah.
The stadium is not that big, right?
43,000 something. Yeah, go ahead.
There is 100 million Chelsea fans in the world, right? Can you imagine how huge that is? And they're like, people are all over the world are fans of Chelsea. So I understand it's really hard for you to kind of like say, hey, we have to share our team with the rest of the world, kind of, right? If this is, I don't know if this is really what's happening, but it might be in some way, maybe a little bit of, a little bit risky for season ticket holders. Like maybe they might play a few matches, like let's say in China or in India. That's my theory right now, that they might play some matches wherever people are paying them more, or like they might sell more merchandise because there are fans everywhere. And that of course it's a little bit crazy, but the 4K matches on the TV they look pretty awesome also, right? So I mean, I think the only advantage I can see of this ever happening of it is we may see Chelsea increasing our crowd capacity now. I can see maybe extending Stamford Bridge, which I think
new stadium.
Happen.
Yeah, you're right, because I heard that they're gonna give like $3 billion for those teams to do infrastructure, something like that. Like they're gonna build more capacity for the stadium. That's crazy. So Stamford
long as the
Bridge,
stadium's-
Roman, yeah,
As long as the
As long-
stadium stays in London.
yeah, we might take
I think-
No, but you know why I would say Shabak, to that point though. Yes, I agree, and all fans of Chelsea or the likes of Man United and other clubs. Yes, I agree. There's fans, and now football's become a thing where people watch football all around the world. However, though, people who have been supporting it. Oh, look, I'm only 20. I'm only 22 years old, but people like me, like DJ and Max, who have gone through the dark times and gone through and have supported the club for over 30 to 40 years. Even I know people who are like 60 or 70 years old and they're Chelsea fans, and they supported that club from when it was down in the dumps and locals, and maybe it was only 20 or 30,000 people supporting them. And those fans or those types of fans are the fans who started this club in the first place, and they should be the people that should always. Yes, it's a bit. It's not nice to say, but they should always have the people who are the number one fans, and it's like they should their stadium.
It's gonna always be locals against.
No, but it should be about
international.
What's all about? Like it'll be morally wrong if Chelsea Football Club was moved to another country just to bring more fans into it. It wouldn't be right because football.
I would like Chelsea to come here in America, brother, so I can go to the games.
I think
Which stadium are you
there's-
near in the US? Which is your nearest big stadium?
I'm in Kentucky. We can go to KFC Yam Center, or we can
KFC Stadium.
Yeah, or we can go to Cincinnati. We have big, like huge stadiums here, brother.
Yeah.
So it's
And all the American football stadiums are ready.
big and ready, man. Bring Chelsea here. Bring Chelsea.
I'm Swiss, and I love watching Shaqiri do his scissor goal at the summer match in, I think it was Miami, and it was like 120,000 people. The stadium was completely full. And it was just like it was like one of those summer friendlies,
It was
Imagine
against
what would
United
happen.
as well.
Yeah.
And imagine what would happen if this was actually a match that meant something and not just a friendly. I think it's a positive thing. They're not going to go away from London. Don't worry. But they might play a few matches some other places too.
No, I agree with that. No, it's the right thing. Yeah, no, I totally agree. But it's just like
DJ, he's winning me over because Chelsea coming to America, brother.
They're coming. The US is going to buy
I'm
matches.
not against that. I'm happy that the Chelsea love will be spread all around the world.
Yeah, of course.
Christian Pulisic.
I want that. More fans.
You'll get better players. You'll get even more budgets, bigger budgets.
Yeah. It's more money, better for the club, and more revenue. And look, and it'll be brilliant. But it's just at the same time, it's just like I just hope that, like, when I grew up and in the future, when I'll be a father, now I have kids, that they actually grow up and learn that football is all about winning, and it's all about winning, about it's earning the right to win, and not just being in a competition because you have the money. It's completely wrong. And having, look, what I would say to this, if they did it where we had this Europa Super League where but there'll be no relegation, so but a team who in that they could just finish last. No problem, I'm still gonna get 400 million just to be in it, and then next season, okay, here we go again. There'll be no sense. However, if they do it in a way where maybe a second tier team like a Leicester, like a West Ham, who are doing well at the moment, and say, hey, wait a minute, I'm playing a lot better than them, I should be in there. Why am I not in there? What? I'm not in there because I don't earn enough money. That'll be wrong. That'll be morally wrong. That'll be so morally wrong for football to say, oh yeah, I'm not in there because I don't earn as much money. Football's not about that. I'm sorry, football shouldn't be. I understand it's a business, and business is business, but
it's taking the heart and soul out of it, isn't it?
The world, Alex, you are younger than I am, so football has changed a lot, brother. It moved from the horses, like Shabak said, to it's just getting to the point where people are going to start supporting just a player and not a team. Like it's just moving to another direction.
I agree, and it has. Romance in football has, as you know, as we said before, it's not there anymore. It left a very long time ago. You know.
Yeah.
It's just it's sad to see, but look, guys, you know, we don't really know what's going to happen still. Like, I think a lot of people are still overreacting, but let's just assess, see what happens, you know.
Okay, so let's now talk about something. Do you think it's going to be illegal, a lot of legal actions on this? Let's start by Shabak, brother.
I'm from Switzerland, right? And actually pretty close to my home is the UEFA headquarters. So I should be totally against this, right? But I'm not against those Swiss guys having organized football for all these years. I mean, I think that's kind of why not? But it's just a little bit the wrong. It's pretty much like staying the same system like 50, 70, 80, 100 years ago. And we need to upgrade things. And when you talk about competition, well, they have announced that it's going to be transparent how the money gets distributed to all the teams, right? So they could just have the winner get $1 billion and then go down in money, and the last one only gets 200 million or 100 million or whatever. So there'll be reasons for them to win. They can just balance it like that, do some kind of thing like that. Of course, there needs to be a way to relegate and a way for other teams to join. And they've announced that there will be 5 spots open for other teams, right? So the question is, how are they going to organize that? They should just let UEFA do that, right? So whoever
they don't want to do it.
But
they can do it themselves.
The Swiss model now, like in 2024, that UEFA have gone ahead of the Swiss Champions League model,
which is with
the Champions League now.
Yeah, but the Swiss, I mean, I have followed Swiss football all my life, and I always think that there's a lot of cool players that, for example, they go to play in Switzerland to get a chance to get discovered and play in big teams. That's the only goal they have, because staying in Switzerland, I mean, it's like 100 times less salary or thousands of times less salary than playing in Chelsea or one of these teams, right? So, and Salah, for example, Salah was he went through Switzerland. A whole bunch of different players just go through Switzerland, and then not only Switzerland, other smaller countries. But I'm not saying it's. Of course, it needs to be a better system than what they just announced right now. But maybe maybe you can keep an open mind and say that maybe it's going to be done in a proper way. Let's see. Maybe not.
That's the key word here. Let's keep an open mind. That is very wise word from our brother. Let's keep an open mind and see what's going to happen. I'm just afraid this is going to take like month and month of legal actions in court, people suing each other like crazy, and then we don't have football. Maybe football will be suspended for months until.
But look at who's threatening to ban. Look at who's threatening to ban. It's the UEFA, it's FIFA, it's the Premier League. They're the ones threatening to ban. The Super League is not banning anything. They're just saying we want to do something different. So. I think they're just threatening because they have just seen what happened. This actually happened, right? So they have seen that they just lost X billion pounds or euros in revenue. Those organizations, right? They've lost it pretty much. That is if this replaces the Champions League. I think it's a competitor for the Champions League. So I think it's supposed to replace the Premier League. The Premier League should just continue as normal, as far as I understand.
But the only thing I'll say on this, guys, is what this could basically do is it could boycott a lot of things now. Now, when I say on the terminology of boycott, right? If this thing does go ahead, which it looks like it's going to do, right? Can you imagine what the players at the football club are going to feel like? I mean, I'm giving 2 examples here, right? Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, 2 young generation talents of German football, right? Now, if the rules are supposed to be correct, from what I'm understanding of this whole thing, they will be not allowed to participate for their countries anymore if this thing goes ahead. Now, for the players like that, of that talent and that generation, do you really and truly think they're going to want that, first of all? Secondly, Thomas Tuchel, our manager, he may decide, you know what, I've come into this, I picked up Chelsea to where they were before I took over. Now I've got them in a place where we're in an FA Cup final, possibly could go into Champions League to make it for him to win his first Champions League trophy, and now this could all be ended because of this whole thing Chelsea are doing. You know how bad that may look on a lot of the clubs and the managers. It's not going to be great. A lot of the top clubs could lose their managers.
But who's doing this threatening? This is the UEFA, this is the FIFA and the Premier League who's threatening to ban people, you know? So I think they're just doing that out of desperation. You know, they're not going to ban anyone. Don't worry. I don't think so.
They're scared. You know, they're scared because they know that they're nothing without these top clubs. They won't be earning as much money. So they're just saying all these things, but they need them. These clubs, the big club, the clubs who are the biggest clubs in the world are the most important because revenue for money for UEFA for FIFA, and them threatening and saying all these things has no sense because they will still be in them because there'll be nothing without the huge players. People won't go and look at a team if they don't have the likes of players. What Green Turf just said 2 minutes ago. People watch football because of players. For example, when I was younger, I would televise to watch Ronaldinho play because I was a big fan of Ronaldinho. Because I watch him as a player. People are fans of players, you know. Yes, you can be a fan of one team, but you can also be a fan of some people are fans of Messi, some people are fans of Ronaldo, and they'll televise just to watch him, right? Yeah. So if that player then goes and plays in this other league, people will think, oh, I'm not going to watch that one. I want to go and watch the player that I'm in love with. So
So let me say thank you, Mr. Politos, for the donation. But hey, brother, this is democracy here. Okay, we don't attack people. People have opinions here, so I appreciate your donation. But you know, everybody can give their opinion here because we respect each other. Nobody is wrong. Nobody is right. You have just to keep an open mind.
I like clowns, so it's okay.
so please, you know, and hey, go to check out his channel. It's almost 100,000 people. Great channel, tech channel. You're gonna learn a lot, and you're gonna fall in love with him instead of calling him clown. So a little bit of respect, please.
Yeah, one question for you though, Green Turf. Do we give Thomas Tuchel a 5-year contract now then before this whole thing starts? What do you think?
Do we give him? It depends on him. If he doesn't want to sign, and then you know, if he doesn't want to sign, what the point? It's gonna depend on him. But I mean, let's just all this go away before we start talking about contracts. You know. That's just my.
I just had to throw that one in there. Sorry.
Yeah, I understand that. So okay, so we're gonna go around and try to wrap up this show. Please come back anytime you want, people. And thank you, our brother who really came out. I think I watched your tech videos because I self-educate myself on certain things. So I think I remember.
I posted 6,000 videos, so it's possible you watch. It's a lot of gadgets and stuff.
Sorry, bro. What's the name of your channel?
Charbax.
Yeah, here, Charbax. Can you see on the screen now?
Yeah.
Great channel. He got knowledge. This guy got knowledge.
Just gadgets.
Charbax. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So everybody go there, subscribe, and you will be very happy because he clearly explained certain things very, very nicely. So, brother, come back anytime you want. And you have the last word for us today?
No, nice to meet you. And I hope the future of football will still be amazing and even more amazing. I want it to be more amazing. I hope it's going to be, let's see what happens. Maybe this thing is too crazy and they're just going to cancel it. They're just going to use it to threaten UEFA and to give them more money or something. I'm not sure. That's also some strategy some teams have. But I think they're beyond that. I think they're not just doing it to get more money from UEFA. I think they're done, especially with this Corona. It's just like the matches are like, it's horrible to see those empty stadiums. And even now that some countries have so much vaccinations, are people even coming back to the stadiums? They should, right? If you, what are they doing? I don't know. I know the society has gone crazy a little bit, and this is what I think is entertaining to see what happens. But of course, you guys with season tickets and everything, I hope you're happy. Whatever happens.
Yeah, whatever happened. Yeah. Your social, brother. Your social.
Just Charbax.
Charbax on Twitter. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, brother. Cool. Come back and.
Okay. Nice to speak with you.
Nice to meet you, brother. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Love to the family. Bye. All right, let's move on and go to Herbert, our brother from Man United. What do you have to say? Do you have any hope, any wise words to share with us before we leave?
If
Hey, but
there
how you
is
doing, by the way?
yeah, I'm good, TJ. I have zero hopes when it comes to Glazers, and I have heard that Glazers are the vice president of this thing. So my
Hey,
hopes
listen,
are all
your
yeah,
thing's stocked up, by the way. Since this thing went on the market today, did you see your shares, stock shares? Man United
yeah,
thing's gone
yeah,
up.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
They've
Yeah,
gone up. Yeah,
they've
I
gone
think
up
it's
straight.
6.5%. Yeah,
Yeah,
something
that's it,
like that. It just
6.5.
went up. Yeah, it went
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Well, there you go.
So
Oh my God.
So I mean, it's going to be a PR thing in the next couple of weeks, but you can expect some, like Sancho has signed or something, some big player has signed, and there's just going to involve us and make this Super League as like, okay, just follow this. Don't try to protest against this. It is
Do you
what is.
think
Watch
they
it.
do you
Yeah,
think finally
Erling
they can
Haaland.
get Haaland? Do you think they can finally get rid of Holly at the wheel?
No, I don't think so. You can't get rid of Oli because he's going to be second in the league and possibly the Europa League final. And I think Oli has already signed the contract. It's just that they're waiting for a perfect time to announce it. So it's all a PR thing with the United. They have hired a PR team, especially for these kind of events. So
Yeah.
as you asked that, I mean, I just wanted to say one more thing that I mean, I think Alex also alluded to the fact that the local fans obviously would want to watch like Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, right? Suppose like DJ has a ticket for the league, he wants
Yes.
to watch
Yeah.
at Stamford Bridge, right? I'm all for
Yeah.
at least one game coming to India and all that. Even like I'm open for that, but as an international fan, I also would not want my team playing at another country because the fact that you can't buy romance, you can't buy nostalgia, tradition and history and culture of supposedly that Stamford Bridge or Old Trafford. So it's not just viable. So any suggestion otherwise of not continuing with the same, I think it's a bit just a money grabbing exercise. So that's my final thoughts.
Thank you, my brother Herbert, and be safe out there. Love and
Yeah,
peace to your family, brother.
Cheers. See you later.
Yeah, see you later. Thank you so much. Let's go to Alex. Talk to
Look,
us.
I'll put it like this. I think they're retrying now to recreate history. They're trying to create a new future, and look, I can see. Look at the, I'm excited. I'm sad, but at the same time, I'm just kind of thrilled. I'm kind of I'm just kind of like shocked. I'm excited to see what the hell is gonna happen in the next 2-3 months.
Wasn't expected, was it, mate? It wasn't expected, was it, bro?
wasn't
Just
expected,
this
but
breaking
so,
news
like,
out of the
I'm
deep.
just in like a mindset now that I have like no. I mean, we have no clue what's gonna happen, and it's like there's a real sense of excitement, and it's like I'm happy, but I'm very sad at the same time, and it's like I can't even describe my emotions in a minute.
I got you. I don't blame you, brother.
Crazy.
Take your time.
It's crazy, man.
Take your time. Take your time. You're still
crazy,
very young, okay? Stay in school because this is going to drag you crazy, brother. This,
no, it's crazy, man. Like what's gonna happen this summer with transfers?
I don't know.
Crazy,
like,
mate.
Look, I do still think this is still. I do still think this is still a lot of business talk and paper talk and business talk. Yes, it's been confirmed in ways, but look, nothing's been announced in a way that yes, people are leaving that. But look, if it happens, it happens. And look, football things change, and I am all for things to change, and football always changes. Like 20, 30 years ago when the new Premier League was a new thing, that the Champions League was revamped. Things change, football changes, and football can't stick with it.
Yeah, man.
Competitions,
Sorry,
football
Alex.
develops.
Alex, can I ask you guys a quick question before you go off? Do you think this would have happened if fans were still at the stadium?
Yes, I do still think it would have happened, DJ. I think
you still think?
Yeah, because
it's been there for I don't know months or years. They've been working on it. So
man, they don't care for me, to be honest. Like even if fans were there, what would have been the difference? Fans would have been shouting. They don't care. Like, it's just, it is a bit, literally, I'm the only thing I'm really pissed off about, I'm really annoyed about, is the way that the way they did it, in the manner of the signing to do it now, at this point of the season. Just wait until, at least make the season finish. Do it during the Euros. Do it during the, why decide to do this now? It's beyond me. It's literally, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So distracting, right? So don't worry, Boris. I think Boris Johnson is going to end all this Brexit and all. Man, it's
I can't even believe, like, even all the journalists, and not journalists, like all the
pundits
also come out about this, man. It's just funny now. It's just become a joke.
Yeah. Politics. Thank you, Alex. Please come back anytime.
Easy,
if I have more energy today, I might go live. But hey, I think Baggy is going live at some time. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna go live if one of us is going live. So
yeah,
you know.
But
so
guys, don't forget to share, subscribe, and smash a like on this video, guys. Come on.
Thank you so much.
Let's keep spreading the Chelsea.
Give me some energy, yeah.
Come on, like let's keep it going there.
Thank you so much, Alex.
100%.
And now, hopefully, I'll be finished with uni for in 3 weeks. Once I'm done, then I'm always gonna be free to come on and spread the love, man. And I'll always
no problem.
I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah.
Take it easy, bro. Speak to you later. Take it easy, mate.
DJ, you to finish.
First of all, before I finish up, mate, good to see you back on live stream again, mate. It's been so long. I know I've been talking to you on messages for quite some time, and it's good that you've live streamed after some time. Great to see you back again doing your thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, on what's been discussed and said, all we have to do is, like Alex, just wait and see what happens. I'm still not 100% for this. And I think it just takes the heart and soul of our football club, to be honest with you. The fans have built and helped that football club. Yeah, we were. They'll say, Chelsea was there before Roman. Chelsea will still remain there after Roman. But
exactly,
I still think though it's as much as people think it's a good thing, I've still got my reservations about it. But as you said, mate, we just got to wait and see what happens with it. I'm not happy still as a fan because I still think it's taken a lot. It's just literally killed football, to be honest with you. Not just for Chelsea, but for all the other football clubs. But as we said, we'll have to see what happens with it all. But yeah, great talking to you again, bro.
Thank you so much, DJ.
And hopefully we'll catch up again soon. And everybody watching this, like Alex echoed, please smash and go and share this video with everybody in your Twitter pages, on your streams, wherever you are. And maybe please do go and do that. Make this channel grow. Make this channel grow more and more and more. It deserves it.
Yeah, maybe we can make a football club, We can start our own football club here because our football club is going to be taken away. So we can start a football club right here. Thank you so much.
Big up to you, bro.
Love and peace to the family, brother.
Cheers, bro. Same to you, mate. Take care.
Thank you so much. Bye. All right. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate everybody that been there with me for almost 2 hours now. Man, be positive and let's see what's going to happen. God bless you. Don't forget to, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and do the rest. Don't forget also to go subscribe to our brother Shabax, great channel, tech channel, a lot of knowledge. So go subscribe there. Go subscribe to Baggy TV, Max from the Burton Bowlers. We are family here, okay? We are family. Thank you so much for watching, people. God bless and see you in a little bit. I need some coffee.